Pop quiz, hotshot. You're browsing ESL job opportunities online in Japan. You come across some that seem quite decent until you notice the amount they're paying. It's crazy low. So what do you do? What do you do? You stay tuned. Ja-ja-ja, low-tech intro. Woo! Good morning, Japan. My name is Michael Hora, and this is my trusty sidekick who does not want to be here, Loki. And welcome to Keeping the ESL Dream Alive, the channel that inspires you, the heroic English teacher in Japan, on your epic journey to the tippy top of your trade, while you also get paid like the celebrity ESL teacher you know you were always meant to be. I need to wear sunglasses. Your future is so bright. And no, it's not because I don't want you to catch me checking myself out on the monitor trying to look cool. So in this premiere April Fools, I still do not know how to do video editing properly, special premiere edition. We will explore how you can increase luck in finding excellent and amazing ESL jobs in Japan by using none other than Serendipity Machines. Please grab a piece of paper and a pen and watch to the end, because this is the stuff that ESL dreams are made of. Woo!
What I do for a living may not be very reputable, but I am. In this town, I'm the leper with the most fingers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know what you're thinking, Michael. You're one of the best teachers in Japan, maybe one of the best teachers in the world. So just give us the lowdown. How do we create better teaching opportunities in Japan, especially in the time coming to the end of Corona, a time when the economy seems to be in shambles, a time when so many ESL dispatch companies are rubbing their greedy little hands, trying to scheme and pay teachers as little as possible? Fear not, because in this premiere episode, I'll tell you exactly how you can start creating your own luck in today's ESL job market in Japan. It's all about Serendipity Machines. Serendipity Machines, Serendipity Vehicles, Serendipity Gadgets, call them what you will, I think they work. So what is Serendipity? No, it is not that 2001 romantic comedy starring John Cusack, although that is undoubtedly a great Netflix film to check out. Serendipity means luck. It's the luck some people have in creating interesting outcomes, seemingly by chance. And the term serendipity was coined by Horace Walpole in 1754 based on the Persian story of the three princes of Serendip, who were always making discoveries by accident or sagacity of things which they were not in quest of. Thanks, Wikipedia. And serendipity machines, they are tools or systems that we employ to create happy accidents or chance encounters that result in positive outcomes. Give me an example, you say? Why, of course I will. This is an example of my first ever serendipity machine circa 1990, and I thought I'd given them all away, trying to peek out on serendipity in the 1990s. But fortunately, one of my co-workers from my first ever job at an Aikawa I will not name, but rhymes with MOVA, he managed to hold on to one and send me a picture of it. So thank you very much for that. And this was the kind of thing we used to create our luck back in the day in Japan. FYI, the phone number and address have changed, so please no crank phone calls or fake sushi deliveries to this young gentleman of great expectations. Yes, it is true. Back in the olden days of Pokebell, that pager system that was so cool, we thought, in the early 1990s, before smartphones, Line, Instabuy, or even email, these business cards were the serendipity machine of choice for hungry young teachers out chasing the ESL dream. Whether we really realized it at the time or we thought we were just practicing Japanese custom, handing out these tiny, crazy little pieces of paper to random, interesting strangers we met in business meetings, on trains, in front of Yokohama kiosk while drinking a Hailiki, waiting for the last Tokaido line train home after a long week of keeping the ESL dream alive in our eikaiwas. Whether we realized it or not, these little serendipity machines had the power to completely change the directions of our lives. And that's the magic of serendipity machines. The more diverse the sources of information or people we meet, the greater the chance of finding something new and unexpected. In this episode, we're talking about digital serendipity machines that connect people with similar interests and goals. When I was doing my EDM in TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other language at Columbia University Teachers College, TC, my academic advisor went on sabbatical. So I had a chance to do some programs and some courses from different departments. And one of the first ones I chose was using social media for education in the classroom. One of the more interesting classes I took, the professor had us sign up for basically every social media platform in existence at the time. And we had to think of ways to harness the power of these social media sites for education and especially for second language education. And although I stopped using 99% of the social media accounts immediately after the class ended, and my apologies to all the people who have sent me LinkedIn invitations over the years, I probably haven't logged on in at least a decade, I have continued to use Facebook. And as outdated and maybe Orwellian as many feel Facebook has become, for me, it is the serendipity machine that just keeps on giving. One point the professor of the class really drove home, and I think we often tell our students and we warn our children about, is to be very conscious of what kind of profile, what kind of comments you put out in social media, because your future employers will judge you by those comments. So I really changed my attitude at that time regarding this. And over the years, I've resisted the urge to use my Facebook timeline as a place to complain and to commiserate about current events. Instead, I've used it as a place to post goals or maybe more positive things that I would like to work on. For example, not only education, raising a bilingual son in Japan and in New York, about surfing, fishing, books, especially audio books, going to punk rock shows, and of course, keeping the ESL dream alive, road warring across Japan in my adventures in Japan and beyond. So the result has been several times a year, and especially during this season leading up to the new university term where suddenly positions are vacant and they urgently need to be filled, I get messages and requests from people I know, Facebook friends, but also friends of friends, Facebook friends of friends of friends of friends that maybe I've never met in real life, but based on my Facebook posts, they know I'm one of the best teachers in Japan, maybe one of the best teachers in the world, and they offer me nice jobs and chances to collaborate. And this has been one of the greatest bonuses of my Facebook serendipity machine. So this year, don't let the ESL job market in Japan get you down. Instead of letting unscrupulous ESL dispatch companies get their greedy little hands on your hard-earned ducats, your hard-earned teaching rewards, why not create your own serendipity machine or machines, make your own luck, and of course, keep the ESL dream alive. If you have any thoughts or experiences with serendipity machines, please share them in the comment section below. And until next time, please enjoy some quality time with Skynet's younger brother. Woo! Is this cyberpunk?